Hi, I'm Mira. Welcome to another story. Let's see where this one takes us. The thief's footsteps echoed through the empty church, the sound hollow and foreboding against the silence. He didn't know how he'd ended up here. One wrong turn after another, his breath ragged, his body heavy with exhaustion. He had been running for hours, the adrenaline of the heist long gone, replaced by the creeping reality of failure. The chase was closing in. The sirens were too close now, and there was nowhere left to hide. He shoved the door open, feeling the cool air hit his face as he stumbled inside. The sanctuary was dark, the moonlight filtering through the broken stained glass, casting fragmented colours across the decaying pews. The smell of mildew mixed with something faintly metallic, like blood and incense. It wasn't the place to hide. It wasn't the place for sanctuary. But the thief had no other choice. He pressed his back against the door, his breath catching in his chest. Outside, the world was a blur of flashing lights, the city's pulse thrumming just beyond the walls. But here it was still, uncomfortably still. And then from the shadows a voice spoke. "You're not safe here." The thief's body stiffened, his hand shot to the knife hidden in his coat. His pulse quickened, but he forced himself to steady his breath. There was no one else here. At least, there shouldn't be. From the darkness, a figure stepped forward, tall and lean, like his face hidden in the shadows. His presence felt almost unnatural in the dim light, like a ghost that had lingered too long in this decaying place. "I don't want any trouble," the thief muttered, his voice rough, edged with the panic he tried to suppress. "Just stay out of my way." The figure didn't flinch. Instead, he stepped closer, his gaze never leaving the thief. "You can't outrun what you've done." The thief's eyes narrowed. "Who the hell are you?" "Father Lazarus!" The priest's voice was soft, controlled, as if it had been rehearsed for years. His eyes were dark, piercing, and they seemed to look straight through the thief to the very core of him. The thief felt a chill race down his spine, his grip tightening on the knife. "What do you want?" he spat. "I've been waiting for you," Father Lazarus said calmly, his tone unsettlingly matter-of-fact. "I've known you'd come here, running, hiding, looking for an escape." The thief laughed, a harsh, bitter sound. "You've got to be kidding me. You don't know anything about me." Father Lazarus didn't flinch. His gaze remained steady, unyielding. "I know what you've done. I know who you've hurt. And I know that you can't run forever." The thief's breath caught in his throat. The room felt smaller, the walls pressing in on him. This place, this church, it wasn't safe. It wasn't just a hideout. It was something else, something that demanded answers, forced him to confront things he had been running from for years. The heist had been just the latest in a long line of mistakes, each one compounding the last. He had stolen from the rich, the powerful, the untouchables, and every time had been easy to justify. But now, here in this place, the weight of it all bore down on him. "I don't need your judgment," the thief muttered, his voice growing weaker, the bravado fading. "I didn't ask for your help. I'm not here to judge you." Father Lazarus said, his voice gentle but insistent. "I'm here to offer you something else. Redemption." The thief scoffed, shaking his head. "Redemption? You think I'm some kind of saint?" "No," the priest said, taking another step closer, his eyes never leaving the thief's. "But I think you're lost. You've run for so long, but you're here now and you can't keep hiding." The thief's hand trembled slightly on the knife, but he didn't lower it. "I'm not like you," he muttered. "I don't need your forgiveness. I just need to get out of here." Father Lazarus's gaze softened, but there was no pity in it. Running doesn't make you free. It makes you a prisoner of your past. The thief clenched his jaw, his heart racing. He had heard this before from people who never understood what it was like to survive, to steal, to claw your way out of a life you didn't choose. The streets had never been kind to him. The people he stole from were never innocent. They were the corrupt, the wealthy, the ones who had taken everything from people like him. And yet, in this moment, something shifted. The words Father Lazarus spoke, the quiet pressure in his voice, made the thief question everything. Could he really run forever? Was this all there was? Constant flight, constant fear? Father Lazarus didn't need to say anything else. The thief felt it, the weight of his past, the ghosts of the people he had hurt, the choices he had made. It all came crashing down on him in an instant. The walls of the church closed in, pressing him tighter, suffocating him. "You can walk away," the priest said, his voice almost a whisper now. "But you will never be free. Or you can stay, face what you've done, and begin to change." The thief's hand dropped from the knife. His mind was a whirl of confusion, his heart torn between escape and the terrifying possibility of redemption. He looked up at Father Lazarus, whose gaze never wavered, waiting. The thief could feel the pull of both options, one leading him to the past he had always known, the other to a future that seemed as uncertain as it was terrifying. "I don't know how," the thief said, his voice breaking for the first time. Father Lazarus smiled, just a small, knowing smile. "You start by stopping." The thief stood in the stillness of the church, the choice before him, redemption or running once more. The door behind him was still open, but now it felt like a trap. Thanks for listening. If the story stuck with you, come back next time for another journey.